if I continue to follow you, I'll never get stronger. Bakugo and Todoroki have challenged you already, but they aren't the only ones who see you as a rival.
Oh, damn.
Doria, I'll try my best to defeat you.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny and this is my wife Montana.
And today we're going to be reacting to Season 2, Episode 4 of My Hero Academia, Strategy, Strategy, Strategy.
Quite the perfect title for this episode, considering we're about to have a cavalry battle where teams of 4 are going to team up to try to take point values from other teams based on how they did in the last obstacle course, with everybody going up by elements of 5 except Deku, who is worth 10 million. What are your thoughts going into this episode?
I think I'm mostly curious to see how the initial teams shake out, and then
because Deku maybe
I can have more ideas from there.
Yeah, Deku maybe isn't in the greatest position here.
No, I have no idea what his plan is going to be for this.
He just has a massive target on him. If you are excited for more episodes of My Hero Academia, make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe down below for episodes coming every Sunday for now at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to go ahead and see episodes early, check out the Patreon link in the description below, where these episodes are posted in their extended full-length forms. Also episodes of Demon Slayer and Code Geass. All right, are we excited for Season 2, Episode 4 of My Hero Academia?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Dunderheads, this video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
It's like a good vibes, just jogging.
It's true that joining a famous hero agency can garner you greater experience and popularity. It's something that the pros, no, the entire country will be watching very closely. Think of the sports festival as your debut. You are the fledgling symbol of peace, the next All Might.
Tie is so small.
Yeah.
You must introduce yourself and proudly say, I am here.
The first year students are rocketing to this obstacle course in hopes of moving on to the festival.
Such a sick move by Deku.
The climax of the non-stop mega mix of surprises. The first competitor to
Wow.
make it back into the stadium will be the first place winner.
So we were so hyped he won, like yay, and then he got that $10 million.
Immediately.
10 million point.
42 of you qualified to move on to the next round. Gird your loins and prepare for your next test. A cavalry battle.
Did you say gird your loins?
I don't know what that means.
Of course,
does
that's something
gird?
you'll hear over and over again
really
if
wanna
you
know.
Show us what plus ultra means. Izuku Midoriya placed first in the qualifier. He'll be
Ooh.
worth 10 million.
It's occurring to me this is kind of what All Might must feel, being the number 1 and above everybody.
Yeah.
I never realized that parallel. That when you're
The
top,
one
everybody
to
will
take
look
out.
at you. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a changing
Things
of...
have changed so much since junior
Yeah.
high, but I'm still a target. I'm only in first place right now because of some good luck. Not that that matters, I guess.
Now you know the burden of being the best.
What they say is true. It's hard being at the top. Right, All Might?
Strategy, strategy, strategy. There was something you said in the
Most
last
important
question.
things in real estate.
Yeah.
The game itself will last 15 minutes.
So they'll all look like that.
Individual
Okay.
point values will be added together to reach your team totals. Everyone will know how much you're worth thanks to your headbands. Swipe as many headbands as you can to raise your team's score. Stolen headbands must be worn from the neck up, so the more you steal, the harder it'll be to manage them. And another thing, even if your headband gets stolen or your team falls down, you can keep playing until time's up. It's anyone's game then.
And
How-
since there are 42 contestants, there'll be 10 or 12 teams fighting on the field the entire time.
Sounds hard.
So if you lose your headband at the beginning, you have more time to make up a plan.
I don't know, Mina. Maybe we should wait and see how the teams turn out before we start strategizing.
This is going to be rough. You may use your quirks as much as you like, but there are still rules. Make a team fall on purpose and I'll slap you with a red card. You'll be disqualified.
What?
Basically, if you attack a team rather than going for the headband.
I recommend you get started.
It doesn't matter how many points my team
Like,
is.
do you understand the rules?
Yes.
Yeah, basically, you try to stay in the thing. and you go for things, but if you can't intentionally like kind of leave your thing, and you can't go attack other people directly. You have to kind of be going for the headband.
I recommend you get started.
It doesn't matter how many points my teammates have since I've got so many. I just need to make sure I pick the right people. Okay, I know who I want.
It was a lot faster than we were.
The sports festival isn't really about seeing how prepared they are at being heroes. It's more about simulating the competition they'll face if they go pro.
Huh? What are you talking about?
We both know this country's overrun with agencies right now. If you want to put food on the table, you've got to be willing to step on top of other heroes. That was the whole point of the first round.
Bureaucracy.
That's such a sad way of looking at our jobs.
Seriously? You've never had a problem stealing the spotlight?
If it's a side effect.
But on the other hand, even if you're battling each other for popularity, there are plenty of cases where you have to work together.
So it's like, it is a bit of a game though, right? Isn't that interesting?
Every point you score is not just for you, but for your teammates as well. Plus, you have to think about how quirks work together, and who you're compatible with.
It's kind of like coordinating with your sidekick, or doing quirk training with other agencies.
I'm sure at least some of the kids are thinking about all this.
Wait, I just noticed that detail. He doesn't have a mouth to drink out of, so he has to do it through his eye or something? I don't know.
If they become pros, it'll be their way of life.
They've still got a long road ahead of them.
You should team with me!
No, you definitely want me by your side!
I don't want to beg, but please!
Wait, remind me what your quirks are again, and your names.
We're your classmates!
Doesn't know any of them.
Self-centered?
He's a hothead, but he came in third and he has 200 points. And considering how versatile his quirk is, I'm not surprised people are trying to join up with him.
BAKUGO! I was gonna try Todoroki, but he already picked a group. So hey, we should team up. Hey, dumb hair. My name is Kirishima, and my hair's not
Dumb
that
hair.
different from yours. Come
Yeah, it's
on,
pretty
I was
similar
just
to
about
Ryder,
to say.
right? So you're gonna need a strong front horse who won't be hurt by
called
your
this.
blasts. That'd be me. I need someone with guts. My quirk was made for this. I got you covered, man. Let's go charging into battle together. 10 million.
Yeah, Chris
Bring
loves
it.
him.
Very cool.
He's got some great moments in this show.
None of the girls want to team up with me!
Wonder why.
Gee, I wonder why.
I'm super tiny, so I can't be a horse, but for some reason, no one wants me to climb on top of them so I can be a rider! With your huge body and those tentacles, you could cover me completely, so no one will take my headband! Right? Please?
Good idea. Let's go.
Just like I expected. Everyone's sticking to the people in their homeroom class. It's too much of a gamble to partner with someone if you
You
don't
don't
know
even
what
know
their quirk can do.
Class B, you don't know
I need to
anything
find a
about
team of
them.
my own, and fast. But everyone's totally avoiding me since I'm worth
Yeah.
so much!
Of course.
Oh hey! What's up, Ojiro? Sorry. It makes sense.
What happens if no one's on your team?
Well, I mean, mathematically, they have to eventually. The bottom three would just...
Oh.
And unlike Todoroki or Kachan, I didn't use my quirk in the first round, so no one has any confidence in me!
That's the other thing.
Deku!
Like, he just skated by into a terrible...
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure everyone will be after me if I
He's getting so spicy.
You're not kidding!
If we run away the whole time, then we'll win, right?
You're either overestimating me or
Completely
underestimating
agree.
everyone else here.
Phooey! Anyway,
Great.
it's better to team up with people you
She's
like.
cute.
Is something wrong? You look so gross.
Hard squeeze.
You
just
look
was
so
gonna explode
gross.
For a second. Actually, I wanted to team up with you too. Thanks a lot. You're right. For a game that requires so much teamwork,
That much
it's
water
hard
from
to
his
find
tears.
people you communicate smoothly with. In fact, if we had your quirk and one other person, you know what? I think I might have a solid plan. Iida.
Oh, okay.
The three of us would be horses with Iida in the front, using Uraraka's quirk. Iida and I would be way lighter, so we'd be able to maneuver around
Interesting
really
team
easily.
up.
No one could catch us.
Good idea.
The only thing is, we'd still have to find a pretty strong rider. I don't know who could do it. I know it's not much, but it's the only evasive plan I could think of this fast.
A good strategy, but I'm sorry. I'm afraid I must refuse your offer. Since this all started, I've been losing to you. Please don't take this as an insult. You're a great friend. But if I continue to follow you, I'll never get stronger. Bakugo and Todoroki have challenged you already, but they aren't the only ones who see you as a rival.
Oh, damn.
Doria, I'll try my best to defeat you.
Whoa, Iida.
Pretty big moment for Iida.
So, it's already begun.
All right.
Everyone's an enemy.
Also, that music that I mentioned, playing
all
again,
coming
that
for me.
confrontational music.
Yeah.
I can't rely on anyone.
I love it.
Not this time.
Oh, perfect. You're still alone. And
Oh, I do want to ask, what did you think about what Iida just did?
Okay.
He's a very interesting character.
He is. I definitely see where he's coming from, in the sense that if you get too comfortable in someone's shadow, you're not going to achieve your goals if your goals are beyond that.
And they'll all be coming for me. I can't
Gotta get
rely
used
on
to it if you want to be the symbol of
Not
peace.
this time.
Yeah, that's scary though.
perfect. You're still alone. And you're the star. Team up with me, person in
Oh
first
my
place.
goodness.
Who are you? I'm a student in the support course. Name's Mei Hatsume. Oh, you're that weirdo from the obstacle course. We haven't met, but I'd like
Interesting
to
way to identify people.
That's straightforward.
If I team up with you, then I'll be in the spotlight, part of the team that everyone is keeping their eyes on. That means my super cute little babies will inevitably be seen by the big company CEOs who are tuning into the sports festival.
Tools.
Yeah.
Line of reasoning, this is the best
Was
way
like
for me
youth
and my
babies?
marvelous
She calls all of her machines babies. That's
Love
like her
that.
go-to.
super cute
Queen.
little babies will inevitably be seen by the big company CEOs who are tuning into the sports festival. And following that line of reasoning, this is the best way for me and my marvelous gadgets to get recruited. Could you slow down a minute? Did you bring babies here, or I mean,
You.
two will definitely. Oh, she doesn't care about me. The support course specializes in creating equipment that helps heroes
She's
deal
got
with
just
their
a whole
quirks and
trunk.
enhance their
Oh my goodness. And she's just allowed to have that.
ton of powerful babies.
Do you think other people on her team are able to use her weapons?
We'll have to see. But yeah, support course, you're allowed to bring in anything you want.
Right. Yeah, I remember that, but I don't know if it's like transferable.
I packed a ton of powerful babies to bring with me, so I'm sure you'll find something you like floating around my arsenal. Oh, I see
So it's just free reign. They can just...
I based this on a certain hero's backpack.
Wow.
Of course, I added my own twist.
Wait, I recognize that.
Any way to show them off.
Buster Hero has one of those. I love that guy.
Isn't he awesome?
His agency's close by, so I got to go to the door one time.
They sure get along well.
She's
Being able to team
upset
with you
looking.
is a definite blow.
Yeah.
Got Hatsume and Uraraka now, but I still need one more.
She's really staring her down. I didn't realize that.
Everyone is on
No,
our
she's
team already.
threatened.
That's fine. We can work with that. In fact, I know exactly what power our team is missing. And the person who can fill that spot is...
Where are you going?
Oh God, who is it?
Join me.
All right, take a guess. Who is it? You have met them. I'm gonna give you 2 guesses.
Okay, in terms of best addition, I would say Yagurozu, but I don't know that she would join
We did see her on
a different
Bakugo's
team. Okay. I feel like I keep answering Sue for everything, but the like
You
the
you
fly-
do really choose Sue for
it's-
everything.
and it's not just like
Not even the greatest quirk. Like it's a good quirk.
no,
but you're like,
but it's like the ODM gear thing, like the ability to just get out and move different places quickly and easily means that her versatility, I feel like, is beyond most people's. Like Deku.
I was gonna say most people because there are a lot people. There's people you aren't considering that are also very versatile.
No, 100%. But like when I think about Deku's versatility, he has that in strategy, which is how he did, so well on the obstacle course. But that same idea, I feel like, can be applied to like basically Spider-Man powers. Maybe the shark guy with the hands, but
Shark guy with the hands. Who's the shark guy with the hands?
with the like multiple arms.
Oh, gotcha.
The one that the little the
Interesting. You get
sticky
shark vibes from that.
from his face. Is he not wearing a shark mask?
I don't think so. Not that I've ever noticed. If anything, I think octopus because he has like a bunch of tentacles. But
Interesting.
Anyway,
Well,
we'll have
he
to
was a
just
shark.
find out.
Almost everyone in the audience is foaming at the mouth for Class 1A. Why is that? They're so full of themselves, just like Tetsu said earlier. Why are they stars? The only difference between us and them is that they fought a couple of villains. Just because we're Class 1B doesn't mean
you don't even know them.
Can't win this whole thing. So let's step it up and show those jerks what we can do. Are you with me?
All right.
It's time to get this party started.
Hey, look alive!
I will not.
It's a tough strategy. 12 cavalry teams are prepared to go head-to-head.
I see some unexpected student combinations.
Come on, everyone, get your hands in the air! It's time for an arena bumping
Who could it be?
Let me hear you scream!
Their headbands have got to be crazy.
Birdman.
Oh, the Birdman. Okay.
Dark Shadow.
Yes.
Versatility.
Okay.
It can be anything
Yeah.
you think so.
Okay.
All right. The squad has been assembled. We'll see how they fare.
I'm excited to see everyone's like
I
speed.
believe we'll make for the most stable formation possible. Kaminari's our left wing. He can use his quirk to keep enemies at bay. Yayorozu, you'll take the right wing. Focus on insulation and defense. Iida, you'll take the front. We'll rely on you for mobility and physical defense.
And you'll be attacking and creating diversions of ice and fire, is that right?
Not quite. When I'm in battle, I never use my left side.
Because I'm always right.
So no fire usage
Okay.
when Endeavor's watching them and in battle.
I wonder when someone on this team is going to be like, dude, come on.
Tetsu. No hard feelings, okay?
Right. Let's get this party started! One final countdown before the game starts! 3!
Get him.
2!
He's ours.
1! Begin!
It's basically one big battle.
All going against him.
Yeah.
I'll be taking that headband, Victoria!
Not even giving us a chance, huh? Such is the
Wait,
fate of
can you
the
pause it for a second? I have a question. After the headband is taken, the game is not over because you can take headbands
You could
from
go get it
people.
back.
So then whoever has the headband is it. It's not just Deku
Yep.
forever.
It's whoever has it.
Well, maybe they should just lose it right away. Give yourself the most time to like figure out a strategy and let everyone else beat the shit out of each other.
I mean,
One and done.
that'd be an interesting strategy, but I just think they don't want to go to last place on purpose.
Not even giving us a chance, huh? Such is the fate of the pursuit.
It's also in front of everybody. You want to show that you can handle the pressure.
Mm-hmm.
That's easy. We're running away!
Don't think so!
What's happening?
What?
Thinking. It must be that guy's quirk.
1B.
A quicksand guy? Oh shit.
We don't know anything about their quirks.
Oh no. Oh, thank God they had the rocket thing.
Got support items out the wazoo.
Yup.
Good work. Please continue to watch over our blind spots, Dark Shadow.
Wow, that is seriously cool.
Isn't it cool?
That is
Just what we need.
really cool.
It'll take care of our omnidirectional mid-range defense.
Okay.
It's a great quirk for this.
That's
You are the one who
huge.
chose.
We're landing!
Uraraka's quirk is awesome. She's floating everything but her and the equipment.
That's cute.
Yeah.
So what do you think of my babies? Aren't they just precious? Cuteness can be manufactured, you know!
Excellent mobility. Your babies are amazing, Hatsume.
Thanks!
I'm the one who's making us float.
They're not that far away!
She's upset.
She's like, is this the time?
Your headband's gone!
Oh shit.
Well, that was easy.
Wow! Barely 2 minutes have passed since we started, and it's already a total free-for-all! Yeah! Watch those headbands! You can even ignore the 10 million points and go after the other chart-toppers!
So like shark.
Shark.
That's not a shark mask. That's just a face cover. Like, what? I was like, oh, maybe I missed something. He has a face cover. What are you talking about?
I don't know if it's like the shape of his face.
His hair's a little sharky, but it's shark colored, but like there's no teeth, there's no... But check out the strategy.
Okay. All right.
It's Shoji. Is he all by himself? Where's his team?
What we need is breathing room. We can't get
Yeah, he was running by himself.
Weren't they in his little... I think they're in his like arm sack.
It's Minetta's ball.
Gum? No. Damn it.
That's what a minute is.
Yep.
What? Is that even allowed?
Judges say yes.
Everything's allowed, isn't it?
Whether you're allowed to hide the top person.
Oh. Okay.
I told you to call me Sue.
Called her off, so she
Yeah.
messed up the name 2 times now.
Oh my goodness. No. Oh, that's bad.
Sorry, but at least we got away from them.
Is this...
Oh boy.
He has acoustic babies.
And he's off of his Cavalry.
I know. What? But that's... It's case by case. Oh, shit.
So they can extend.
Not actually.
It's okay.
Isn't that cool?
That is cool.
Nicely done, Uraraka.
When you mentioned the ability to extend, I thought of that.
I
Yeah.
understand. With that busted
So they got
program,
mechanics
movement is limited.
go up, yeah.
We can't
Yeah.
risk taking to the sky again. That means to
That
survive, we have to
sucks.
rely on Tokoyami's dark shadow and our increased mobility thanks to Uraraka's zero gravity.
As expected, everyone's after the first place team, giving them no time to catch their breath. What a show this is!
Wow, those Class 1A guys are pretty good.
With all those flashy quirks, I can't decide who I should be watching. Looks like the experience fighting villains.
There's a shark guy. There's a... You know what? You want a shark guy? Maybe that's his dad. There's a shark guy.
Okay.
Nothing alike.
They really don't.
They really knew what
No.
you were gonna ask.
That,
That's funny.
I manifested it.
Yep.
Let's take a look at each team's points so far. It's been 7 minutes, so let's get those rankings thrown up on the
He's
screen.
stressed.
Yeah.
As he should be. It's a stressful situation.
Hold on here.
Who's moaning?
This is an unexpected turn. Other than Midoriya, Class 1A's not doing so hot. Even Bakugo is losing.
Your class is too small-minded. Think bigger.
What did you say? Come back here!
Midnight said the obstacle course was just the first game. And we figured they wouldn't cut that many of us right off the bat. Would they?
Oh.
Assuming they'd keep at least
I don't have to
40
outrun the bear, I have to outrun you.
All we had to do was make sure we stayed within that group as we ran. From our spots in the middle ranks, we could fully observe the quirks our rivals had and judge their capabilities. Only a
Smart.
fool would obsess over winning the preliminary rounds, wouldn't you agree?
You planned this as a class?
It wasn't totally unanimous, but I'd say it's playing out well.
Hey, they're coming.
It's better than chasing after a temporary frontrunner like a horse with a carrot waving in his face.
Saying that to Bakugo.
You're kind of famous, aren't you? For being attacked by that sludge villain. You'll have to tell me about it sometime. It must be strange to always find yourself in the role of the victim.
Kirishima,
Oh my god.
have a change of plans.
Just radiating.
Holy shit.
Before we take down Deku, we're gonna kill every last one of these B-list idiots.
Holy whoa. Class 1B had a long-term strategy that involved throwing the qualifier. I guess that could help them leave a bigger
Pretty
impression
smart.
with the audience. Everyone does kind of love an underdog. But if they're playing the long game here, they might not even bother coming after my headband at all.
And you mentioned this in our discussion. You were like, maybe they'll be too focused on Deku and then they won't see other people come to get it. And that's literally what happened. Called it. Oh boy.
We've reached the halfway point of the game.
I thought we had it made. Guess I was wrong.
As the cavalry battle enters its second half, it's anyone's game. Class 1B has made an unexpected showing, but who will wear the 10 million
He's
points
upset.
in the end?
And then there's that guy.
That's the real question, sports fans.
Wow.
Here we go.
I'll be taking that now.
Okay, perfect. Here you go.
Yeah, so that is it.
All
for
right.
Episode 4 of season 2 of My Hero.
I'm not alone in this.
We're counting on you, Midoriya.
Whoa.
Put their trust in
Oh
me.
shit, I forgot he hasn't used his quirk at all yet.
We all have our reasons to win this, and I refuse to let the others down.
What are your first thoughts?
Very fun. I loved that.
Yeah, isn't this so fun?
Yeah, no,
When you
very, very
mentioned
cool.
at the very beginning, ooh, I love when they do like sports and then, but it's a little different to show off. I was like, yes, this is going to be the arc for you. But what are your thoughts before we jump into a discussion?
I'm so excited to see more of Class 1B. But now knowing that like it really is like a whole other set of the characters that we've already met, but just completely different.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below if you're excited for more My Hero every Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, make sure to comment down below if you'd want us to change to 2 times a week. We would love to hear if you guys would be excited for that. Also, check out the Patreon to see these episodes of My Hero early in their extended full-length forms. We have a lot to discuss. Before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's review.
Thank you for watching. If you want to ask us questions that we answer after any episode we watch, join the Patreon linked in the description below and start asking. For now, let's go to question 1. Question 1, and I feel like this is a good one to start off with. Brendan O'Connor asks, are there any particular teams you want to see move on to the next round / you're just excited to see for the rest of this?
I think I'm most looking forward to seeing the backup team. Especially because...
You mean 1B?
Yeah.
Backups like...
Is that so disrespectful?
The slide negative thing to call them. Like,
I don't think it is. Okay, and that's...
Because they're just like, no, we're in a different class than you. And he's like, you're literally my backup. Which that's not what's going on.
But
here.
okay, but the thing about a universe like this, I mean, even in our universe, it's hard to quantify even who the best athlete in a specific sport is, even if they're all doing, even if it's the same position, like comparing all pitchers. It's really hard to do because there are so many variables. And then if you expand that to the variety of quirks, ranking is really, really difficult, and I would argue far more dependent on the circumstance than the individual power.
Absolutely. And like there's certain like different roles you can play, but with that being said, which team would you want? Are you just excited to see more of the Class 1B's powers? Or?
I'm specifically excited to see more of the group who took Bakugo's headband, just because, I don't know, very few things irritate me more than someone who's bad at something and thinks and acts like they're really good at that thing. In the same vein, I really, really appreciate and admire when people know where they are, like self-awareness and then planning based on your realistic understanding of yourself. Way better choice. So the fact that they were like, we're not gonna waste our energy trying to battle it out with these people who are in a higher class. We're gonna wait and use like
see all your quirks and make a plan for it, and you don't see ours and then have an advantage.
Like the fact that they knew that they were starting at a disadvantage gave them an advantage.
Yeah.
And the fact that the other people didn't see themselves, and the fact that the other, 1A?
Yes.
And the fact that 1A didn't even consider that because of their advantage, it's a disadvantage.
It's a disadvantage, and I think the most poignant line is, who gives it their all in the preliminary round?
Literally.
And that makes sense. Like,
yeah.
Sure, you want to show off, but you gotta think long term.
People who show off
They're playing the long
people.
game. Yeah, but let's go to our second question. I'm excited for you to see more of them.
I'm
and
so excited.
The name of that guy is Monoma, is the guy who took
Monoma.
Bakugo's, and I'm excited for you to see his quirk too.
Yeah.
Question 2. Jinchuriki87 asks, what are your thoughts on Todoroki's comment about not using his fire, along with the look he gave while saying it? What do you think could be the logic of not using half of your abilities?
Okay, I mean, it's definitely dad related. It's definitely a fuck you to his dad, which I get. At the same time, so I'm just gonna assume he doesn't like his dad. Allowing someone you don't like to have such control over you that it literally limits your power by half, that's letting them impact you more than if you used the power that maybe came from them. You know, like it's part of him, but we've learned that quirks aren't entirely genetic.
This entirely is from
it
his
entirely
dad. The
is.
fire side is all his
How
dad.
do they know?
You'll see.
Fuck. Okay.
And also, that's one of those quirks that's just pretty apparent.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's definitely a conflict.
Yeah, like I 100% see where he's coming from, but I don't think him not utilizing half of his power just because it came from his dad is like sticking it to him in the way that he thinks it is. And with that being said, and I think his teammates are going to start kind of noticing, especially if there's ever a situation where they really need some firepower to get them out of a tight spot. And he's like, I can't on principle. And they're like, principle's great. We're literally gonna die if you don't do this right now. Are you really gonna let your dad have that much of an impact on this? Like,
yeah, like he didn't use fire in the situation against the villains when they were all getting attacked.
Exactly. And like, okay, now your dad is making you a worse friend. Like, you're gonna let him do that? I don't know. So I could potentially see that being like how he comes out of it if he does. But I think it's going to be a sticking point with his teammates.
Yeah, we're going to have to see. A great answer. Let's go to our third question. Jacob O'Neill asks, keeping in mind Death Arm's discussion with the tension. Death Arms was the like construction looking hero that was talking to Mount Lady and the wood guy.
Cool.
On the tension between heroes working together versus competing against each other, what do you think of the decision to give Midoriya such a higher score value than others? Do you think it relates to how the world sees All Might?
I think it definitely does. I mean, the comparison of like, once you're at the top, like everyone's gunning for you, like that definitely is a very real thing and something that affects All Might.
Yeah,
and
Ricky Bobby said it best, if you ain't first, you're last, which I think is
sure
the mindset here.
Yeah. Part of me wonders how much of this is a demonstration rather than a competition. So like obviously the point of the competition, like you're gonna have a winner, but because being a hero is so like abstract of a thing and everyone can kind of find their own thing with their own power, the pro recruiters who are watching, I wouldn't imagine they're exclusively looking at like the top 3 people.
Yeah.
Because you never know, like I don't know what exactly the situation would be, but I'm picturing like the same thing as like a sports recruiter where it's like, oh, we have this one position available on this team and we need someone who's built like this with this kind of skill set, with this kind of teamwork, you know, whatever. And they're trying to fill a specific position that they want to see how other individuals react to the person in first being given such an advantage and see their response to that. The fact that quite a few people who were near the top were singularly focused on Deku and then like lost their headbands because of it, that's not going to read well.
Yeah, it says a lot about your ability to strategize.
Exactly, and it also says a lot about the other people who planned for that.
Yeah, strategy.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the different strategies employed have impressed or not impressed the people watching. Mm-hmm. But that is where we are left for Season 2, Episode 4 of My Hero. Are we excited for Episode 5?
Can't wait.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.